Hello everyone. In this video we'll be solving a question based upon mass point geometry. First of all we'll identify the problem and then we'll check how to apply mass point geometry and where to apply mass point geometry. So first of all we'll understand what is mass point geometry, okay? This term might be new to many of you. So first of all we'll learn where is MPG applicable, okay? So MPG is applicable in those figures which are formed by straight lines, okay? And most of the questions that will be based upon MPG, they will have ratios involved. So I've written ratios will be involved. So what we do in MPG is we provide weights to points. What does that mean? For example, if I have a straight line like this and somewhere over here if I have the balancing point, okay, or the base of this plank, then if here assume that the weight is A, okay, and if the weight over here is B, then the weight over here at this particular point it will be A plus B, okay, that means the sum of weights on the ends. If I name these points A, B, C, and then if I say that this length is M and this length is N, then I can say A into M, that means this weight into this length AM will be equal to this length into this weight, that means N into B, okay. So AM can be written equal to BN. This is a condition that we must always follow in MPG. So using that I can ask you one more question. Tell me the ratio of MN, okay. So M ratio N, you can find it out using this. It will be equal to B upon A, okay. So that is how we can use mass point geometry. Here I took the example of only one straight line. We can use this in all the figures formed by straight lines, okay, like a triangle, rectangle, anything. So let us learn a basic problem. For example, I have this figure with us, okay, and I have given you the ratios over here, or you can even say these are the lengths. AD ratio DB is 1:1, AE ratio EC is 1:1, and I tell you to show me the weights at different points, okay, because in mass point geometry we put the weights at points. So how will we proceed? We'll use this basic concept over here, okay, that I told you that if I have such a straight line, I have a balancing point over here. If I tell you that weight at this point is 1, weight at this point is 2, then weight at the middle will be the sum of these two weights, 1 and 2, which will be 3. And I told you that this length into this weight should be equal to this length into this weight. So here I'll put length 1, here I'll put length 2, okay. So 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 2 is 2. So we'll use the same concept over here. So I have the ratios with me. If I want to balance this figure, then I can assume any weight at any point, okay. So let me assume that here I have weight 1, okay. If here the weight is 1, here I am getting 1 into 1, which is 1, okay. So here also I should get 1 into 1 equals to 1. Why? Because E is the balancing point over here, okay. So that means weight at A would also be 1. As soon as I do this, I can come to this line AB over here, okay. So I can see 1 into 1 is 1 over here. So here also 1 into this weight should be equal to 1. So weight here should also be equal to 1. And weight at the middle, that means at point D, should be equal to the sum of these two weights, 1 and 1, which will give me weight 2 over here, okay. And similarly here also at point E I will have weight 2. This one plus this one. Let me assume that this point is O over here. Now I can see that in straight line this BE over here, at this particular point I have weight 1, okay. Here I have weight 2. So at point O I will be having weight 1 plus 2, that means 3. And what I have to do is I have to multiply this 1 and length of BO, this 2 and this length of EO, and make them equal. So how can I do that? I can put length 2 over here, so 1 into 2 is 2. Here I have weight as 2, that means length here would be 1, okay. So that is how I can answer all the question. I can say that BO ratio OE will be equal to 2:1. So in the exactly similar manner we'll be solving this question, okay. The question here is, in a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B. I need a right angle triangle. This will be my triangle points ABC, right angled at B, okay. So A, B and C, this is my right angle, okay. D is a point on BC such that BD equals to 8, DC equal to 6. So on BC I will take a point D, okay, such that BD is equal to 8 cm, DC is equal to 6 cm. Then we have been told that E is a point on AD such that AE ratio ED is 3:4. So let me draw this line AD over here first, then I will take a point E on AD such that AE ratio ED will be equal to 3:4. Okay. After that, F is a point on AC such that AF equals to 12 and BEF are collinear. Then find the length in centimeter of AC. So I will take a point F on AC such that AF is equal to 12 centimeter. And we have been told that points BEF are collinear. That means they will lie on the same line. So I will make a line over here, and BEF, these points will be on that same line. So let me join it. BEF are on the same line. Okay. We have been asked the length of AC over here. So we already know the length of AF. Let me assume that this length is equal to X. Okay. So if I find out X, I can add 12 plus X. That will be my AC. So I told you that when you have a figure formed by straight lines and you are given some ratios, like here we have been given AE ratio ED equals to 3:4, then you can use mass point geometry over there. Okay. It is not guaranteed that mass point geometry will answer all your questions, but still you can think of mass point geometry over there. And it is very easy to apply mass point geometry. You can do it very quickly, even within 1 minute, you will know the whole situation. So you can first go through mass point geometry whenever you have a situation like this. I'll again tell you that mass point geometry will only be useful when you need to find out ratios or lengths of sides. Okay. So let me start balancing this figure over here. So in mass point geometry, you will always take the simplest ratios possible. Okay. What does that mean? I can see here that BD ratio DC is 8:6, which can be further simplified to 4:3. So instead of taking 8:6 over here, I'll take BD equals to 4 and DC equal to 3. Okay. I'll always take the ratios, simplest ratios. Now what you need to do is you need to multiply the weight at B with this 4 and the weight at C with this 3, and they both should be equal to each other. So how can I do that? If I put weight 3 over here at B, the weight of 4 over here at C, then 4 into 3 here is 12, 3 into 4 here is 12. Okay. So I have balanced. That means the weight at D over here, it will be the sum of weight at the endpoints. 4 plus 3, that means weight of 7 will be over here. Or to quickly do this, what you can do is you can just take the LCM of these two quantities. Okay, 4 and 3, it will be 12. So you have to make the weight at B and this length 4 equal to 12. So it was already 4, you will put a weight of 3 over here. So that is how you can do that. Okay. So I have balanced one line. Now if I look into this line AD over here, I have the weight over here at D and this length of ED equals to 4. Okay, so 4 into this 7, that means 28. Hence this 3 into the weight at A should also give me 28. So what weight should be put over here? See, 7 into 4. Okay, 7, that means this weight at D into this length 4, 7 into 4 should be equals to this length 3 into weight at A. So 3 into weight at A is A. So A will be equal to 28 by 3. That means I should put a weight of 28 by 3 over here. So that's it. I have balanced my diagram. What you can do is you can further find out the weight at F, weight at E and the ratios of B, E, F, but that is not useful to us. We need to focus only upon line AC over here. So I know I have the weight at A, the weight at C. I know the length of this, which is X. The length of this part AF is 12. So I can use mass point geometry. That means 28 by 3 into this 12 should be equal to 4 into this X. Okay. So 4X should be equal to 28 by 3 into 12, which gives me nothing but X equal to 28. Okay. So now this X is 28. I need to find out the length of AC. It will be equal to 12 plus 28, which will give me 40. 40 will be the correct answer to this question, option A. So if you know mass point geometry, you can solve this question within 1 minute. Okay. There is another way to do this question, which is through similarity, but that will be very long. So instead of that, in such questions, you can apply mass point geometry. Okay. So I hope the explanation is understood. If you still have a doubt, please comment. Thank you.